Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into something near and dear to my heart, early childhood education. We're talking about the Bank Street curriculum. And let me tell you, it's not your average ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. This approach is all about letting kids be kids, you know? It's about letting them explore, create, and learn at their own pace. We're talking hands-on activities, playful learning, and a whole lot of fun. So buckle up, get ready to learn, and maybe even feel a little bit like a kid again. Let's discover the magic of the Bank Street curriculum together. Okay, picture this. A classroom that feels more like a playground of imagination than a stuffy old schoolroom. That's the Bank Street curriculum in a nutshell. It's all about progressive education, which is a fancy way of saying that kids learn best by actually doing stuff, not just sitting still and listening to a grown-up drone on and on. Can you imagine? Me, sitting still? Never. With Bank Street, children are the stars of the show. They get to explore, experiment, and figure things out for themselves, all while having a blast. And the best part? It's not just about filling their little heads with facts and figures. It's about nurturing their hearts and souls too. You see, Bank Street understands that kids need to feel safe, loved, and understood to truly thrive. It's about creating a warm and fuzzy environment where they can be themselves and let their little light shine bright. So if you're looking for a curriculum that's as unique and special as your little one, well, keep those peepers glued to the screen because we're about to dive into all the juicy details. Now, you know how some kids are all about building things while others would rather paint a masterpiece or put on a puppet show? Well, the Bank Street curriculum gets that. They know that every child is different, like snowflakes or potato chips. You can't have just one. This curriculum celebrates those differences and tailors the learning experience to each child's unique needs and interests. Imagine a world where teachers become like learning detectives, carefully observing each child, figuring out what makes them tick, and then creating custom-made lessons just for them. That's the power of child-centered learning. And you know what happens when kids feel seen and heard? They blossom. They become more engaged, more excited about learning, and more confident in themselves. It's like giving a tiny gardener their very own set of tools and watching them grow the most amazing garden you've ever seen. So if you're ready to unleash your child's inner rock star, stay tuned because we're just getting started. All right, folks, who here loves to play? That's what I thought. Well, the geniuses behind the Bank Street curriculum understand that play isn't just a fun way to pass the time, it's serious business. It's how children learn and grow. Think about it. When kids are building a fort out of pillows, they're not just goofing around, although that's important too. They're using their problem-solving skills, their creativity, and their imaginations. And when they're having a tea party with their stuffed animals, they're learning about social skills, language development, and maybe even a little bit about etiquette. Pinkies up, everyone! The Bank Street curriculum embraces play in all its messy, joyful glory. Whether it's dramatic play, building with blocks, or getting lost in a world of art, children are encouraged to explore, experiment, and express themselves freely. Because let's be honest, who wants to sit at a desk all day when you could be building a rocket ship out of cardboard boxes? Not me. Chapter 4. It's all connected integrated learning. Have you ever noticed how kids are like little sponges, soaking up knowledge from every nook and cranny? The Bank Street curriculum knows this, and they've got a secret weapon: integrated learning. Now, instead of separating subjects like science, math, language arts, and social studies into neat little boxes, they blend them all together like a delicious educational smoothie. Imagine, if you will, a classroom learning about the neighborhood. They might build a map of their community, geography, write stories about the people who live there, language arts, and even create a miniature model of their dream neighborhood, math and art. See how that works? It's like sneaking vegetables into a brownie recipe. The kids are having so much fun they don't even realize they're learning. And the best part? Integrated learning helps children make connections between different concepts, which helps them understand the world around them in a deeper, more meaningful way. It's like taking a giant jigsaw puzzle and finally figuring out where all the pieces fit. Ah, satisfying. Chapter 5. Feelings are our friends, emotional and social development. Okay, let's talk about feelings for a sec. You know, those tricky little things that pop up like unexpected guests? Well, the Bank Street curriculum understands that emotional intelligence is just as important as book smarts. They know that kids need the tools to identify, understand, and express their emotions in healthy ways. And that's where the magic happens. Imagine a classroom where it's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated. A place where teachers help children talk about their feelings and find constructive ways to cope with them. And it's not just about dealing with the tough stuff. It's about celebrating the good stuff too. Joy, excitement, and silliness are always welcome in a Bank Street classroom. Because when children feel safe and supported in expressing their full range of emotions, they can build stronger relationships, develop empathy for others, and navigate the ups and downs of life with more grace and resilience. And that, my friends, is a recipe for a happier, healthier, and more harmonious world. Chapter 6. Celebrating our differences, diverse and inclusive classrooms. You know what I love most about the world? It's like a giant bag of jelly beans, bursting with different colors, shapes, and flavors. And that's exactly what the Bank Street curriculum celebrates: diversity. In a Bank Street classroom, every child is seen, heard, and valued for who they are, regardless of their background, culture, or beliefs. It's like a giant, warm hug that says, "You belong here just as you are." Children are encouraged to learn about different cultures, perspectives, and experiences through books, music, art, and even food. Can you say international potluck? Yum! And you know what happens when kids are exposed to different ways of life? They develop empathy, understanding, and a deep appreciation for the richness and beauty of our diverse world. They learn that our differences are what make us special, and that by embracing those differences, we can create a more inclusive, compassionate, and just society. And that, my friends, is something worth celebrating. Ready to launch your child's love of learning? Thank you for watching. If you're a daycare provider or parent looking for a curriculum that prioritizes creativity, emotional well-being, and real-world skills, the Bank Street curriculum may be the perfect fit. Think of it like this: you're not just choosing a curriculum, you're choosing an adventure. An adventure filled with laughter, discovery, and a whole lot of heart. For more information and consulting, visit daycarelaunchpad.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more educational content.